NintenBros podcast. Woohoo!
And welcome to the Super NintenBros podcast. On this episode, we interview one of my good friends, Noel Bennett. He is a voice actor and he works for Nintendo. He is a wealth of knowledge. He talks about his experience in the voiceover industry, how AI is affecting different voice artists.
He talks about a time working for Nintendo.
His experiences with how he has met the president of Nintendo, the new and upcoming one, shares his thoughts and opinions on it, and has a lot of really good things to say about the game industry, his experience, and where he sees things heading. So this is a really good episode. You don't want to miss it. So sit back, buckle up, because you're probably in your car driving while you're listening to this, and get ready for a really good episode with Mr. Noel himself. Yeah,
and then next week we'll be back with some more Nintendo news, another episode talking about us. We're going to talk about Star Fox a little bit, some other stuff, but enjoy the episode and stay till the end because we do some fun little Nintendo trivia. So yeah, great episode. Enjoy.
And we are very excited because this is our first episode with a guest.
First episode with a guest.
So it's pretty much our first episode overall. You can just say this is the flagship premiere episode.
Exactly.
So we're going to go ahead and introduce him. This man works for Nintendo. He's an extremely talented voiceover artist.
Really cool.
He
guy.
has over 300,000 views on his videos on YouTube, and he can play guitar and sing like no one's business. Please welcome Mr. Noel Bennett. Noel, thank you for joining us for the podcast. How are you?
Doing very good. About yourselves today?
Doing great. Hey, did you know that you have over 300,000 views on your YouTube channel?
I honestly have not looked at that, so that's news to me.
I went and looked after you sent me the video. I was like, I gotta go. Or I think you sent it to me, or did it just pop up on my feed? The one where you just met that celebrity, and you guys, I think it just showed up on my feed, and I was like, oh, I need to check his YouTube channel.
I think so, yeah.
I'm gonna have him on the show, and I checked, and I was like, this guy's got a lot of traction. He's got a lot of views, a lot of talent behind his videos.
We got a lot of talent because this is the guy that we shout out during all of our episodes, because this is a guy that just did the intro that you just heard a little while ago. This is the voiceover guy that we've been shouting out. So we just want to thank you kind of in person, not in person, for that super cool intro. It was so fun to play around with. I mean, you sound just like Mario. It's crazy.
I mean, really do.
How did you not book Wonder? Like, what the heck?
That is a question. We want to know. How did you not book Wonder? Because that's important to know, because you definitely could have done it.
Yeah.
You absolutely could have.
Did you know that they're going to be replacing the voice of Mario soon?
No.
When they did?
I had no idea they had any thoughts of recasting Charles Martinet, because I found out as soon as everybody else did when the first teaser trailer for Wonder came out. As soon as you heard Mario's voice go wowie zowie, it's like I instantly felt like, wait a minute.
Yeah. We'd all recognize it. We're like, that's not it. And I remember a lot of people on Twitter were like, oh, they just re-recorded new lines with Charles. And I'm like, that's not Charles. That's not him. That's the new guy.
Like, it just felt
so
off.
funny you could tell that.
Like, like, again, no shade to the current voice actor. He's doing as great as he can. Everyone has their own take.
Yeah.
But as soon as you hear him for the first time, like, you instantly feel the difference in the delivery, in how he enunciates as Mario.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I can say for a fact that I couldn't tell the difference. When you sent it over to me, I was like, does the guy know Charles? Did you just get Charles to do all of his little like intros and everything?
Yeah, he actually has Charles like in a basement, and he's just like,
he's just like, all right, Charles.
People gotta know that.
That's what Nintendo does. That's what Nintendo does. Was it weird when I asked you to do the intro? Like, was that an odd question, or do you get that a lot where people are reaching out to you for like little voiceover bits for all of these characters that you do?
Honestly, I was excited when you asked me to do that, because it's not often to have folks like ask me to do Mario for projects and stuff like that. Because initially working for Nintendo, my stuff was no longer considered like fan art or anything like that. It's more considered official at this point. But given that this thing is not game related, but just something fun for a podcast, it's not that big of a deal. It's not going to get me in trouble. And so it was just like, shoot, I'll do Mario for a podcast.
Could it get you in trouble?
No.
Could we get him in trouble?
No.
If we get too big?
No, you know what's funny is that we got maybe in trouble for the song we used, even though I credited him. So we might have to pay him or take it out. It didn't say that we got in trouble. It said that we could in the future.
Oh, okay.
So
so
like those, like, copyright things.
don't subscribe. Do not share this with your friends. We don't want it to get too big, or else we'll have to pay people.
Exactly.
We don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, I don't mind paying them. I just.
Well, yeah, if we get big enough, then we'll get sponsors and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, so do share it and do like it if you want.
Please let these men grow big.
Keep it local.
Keep it low key.
Exactly. All right. Well, hey, let's just jump into some questions, Noel. I definitely want to know more, and I want you to have the chance to share with people about your experience in the voiceover industry. So let's just, kind of lay it all out so that people kind of have a better understanding. But what are some of the voices that you are well known for doing, that you've done for projects in the past?
So I would definitely say one of the most well-known ones I have done, like I've done Mickey Mouse for a couple of projects, some Kingdom Hearts stuff. I haven't posted about it very much because, I mean, I know very little about Kingdom Hearts, right? It's such an expansive, game that I was told, if I'm going to know anything about Kingdom Hearts, start from the very beginning and work your way up through them. Because now we have Kingdom Hearts 4 coming up in the next year or so, right? So if I'm going to learn anything, I have to start from the very beginning and work my way through. But I would say,
are you playing through the first game right now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Soon enough. But I would say Mario was the most iconic voice that people would ask me to do, because before I worked for Nintendo, I was getting casted for more Nintendo themed projects because y'all know me by now, a big Mario guy, from doing his voice to being Mario for Halloween and things like that. I can honestly say that all my life, I was mostly Mario at Halloween because it was easy to come up with a costume, and he's the main character I could put together. I could do the voice for it. Because most of the characters, I don't know, it gets complicated with being costume and stuff. Like Darth Vader, I'd have to make sure I'd have a full costume and a pack so people can actually hear my voice through the helmet. Because Lord knows my voice would be super compressed on the inside, right? And so, it's a fun Mario. It's so easy. Just hit Hank Overall's mustache. Easy.
Dude, you're so good. Oh my gosh. He sounds like 64 era Charles Martinet.
It's me, old Mario. School. Hello.
That sounds like, wow.
I have to say,
this is incredible.
You did send me a video a while back that you did that was like a Minecraft chicken jockey scene, but with Nintendo characters.
Mm-hmm.
And he voiced a few of the characters in that parody video. But what was the most interesting thing that you said to me about that was that you did a specific voice to make it sound like the Chris Pratt Mario versus the Charles Martinet game Mario.
Interesting.
So maybe just to explain a little bit, how do you do, because it's one thing to do a character. It's another thing to impersonate somebody's interpretation of that character. What does that look like for
layers
you?
Of Inception, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Because when you think about it, throughout the years, there were multiple versions of Mario in the past, right? Because you have the Mario Brothers Super Show. That was a totally different take on Mario's character because it was more Brooklyn kind of sound by Captain Lou Albano when he did the role throughout that show. And it's like, I'm a pasta plumber. You can't go wrong with that. Come on, Luigi. No one's fair vampires anymore. And I loved the different variations of his character throughout the years, but Charles Martinet, he was the staple of not just his voice, but of his identity, his personality. He really brought the life of the character to life, right? And that
all started with 64.
It did. Well, actually, he did a pinball machine of Mario before 64 came out. And the voice for Mario was a little bit different with that. I can't fully remember off the top of my head what it sounded like, but it wasn't the fully defined version of his Mario voice just yet. While 64 was his main staple of doing Mario's voice, a pinball machine came before that, surprisingly. And
I'm gonna see if I can find that online.
It's out there somewhere
right here so people can hear it. I'm going to try to do that.
Yeah. I like that.
And so when it comes to recreating different versions of the character, my method is repetition and comparison, right? Because you have to repeatedly listen to how the voice sounds to then recreate it. You're then repeating back what you've done, comparing it to the original. And so you're not just thinking about the sound of the voice, you're thinking about how they're speaking. What's their speech pattern? What is their method of achieving such voice? With Chris Pratt, it's basically just his voice a majority of the time. right?
Yeah.
He doesn't shift his voice very much. No matter what character he is, you mainly hear Chris Pratt, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Every character he plays, you're literally just hearing The Rock every time.
Yeah. So I got a question for you with that. Do you think, because every now and then in the Mario movie, both movies, he'll have a little bit of that like Brooklyn. Do you think that's him, or do you think that's maybe some stuff they're doing on like the post end? What do you think?
I think it's more on the post end when it comes down to it, because I know in the first movie didn't have more of like a defined Brooklyn sound. I feel like in the Galaxy movie they started to lean into that a little bit more, because I could hear a bit more of that like Brooklyn type sound in the beginning of the movie. Like, where's the broken pipe? His R's were not as hard when he was speaking.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I hear more of the Brooklyn side of him coming out a bit, which I could dig, because I will not lie, I was part of the bandwagon a long time ago when they first heard Chris Pratt voicing him. It's like, what are they thinking? This is not Mario at all. It's literally Chris Pratt.
Oh, you were anti.
At first, I eventually got used to it because the lens I was looking at the movie shifted, because when they did the Mario Brothers Super Show theme for their commercial in the movie, that's what changed my perspective. Like, oh, it's like a Super Show movie where they're showing how they got to the Mushroom Kingdom. So that gave me more of a wider perception of how I'm looking at it. Because if you remember when they had Charles Martinet's brief cameo when he was that Italian guy in the pizza place.
Yes.
Like, okay, I see what they're talking about now. I can see how they would feel hearing the Italian voice throughout the entire movie could get a little annoying. It's like, okay, I see what you're going for there. I accept this. This is great.
But it's almost like they kind of like call back to it with that commercial.
Yes.
I think it worked really well. And then obviously having Charles in there as a cameo, to kind of just call back and be like, okay, thank you. And they brought him again at the very end.
Right.
As well. So it was fun to be like, okay, I see what you're doing. We have to evolve for a movie. He has to talk the whole time. He's the main character. Because most of the time in the game, it's just like an ally talking for him, whether it be Luma or Cappy or whatever.
Very true.
So, yeah, I think that worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the other voices that you do, you have a wide range, and I think one thing that you've kind of made a style for yourself is being able to cross characters into scenes with each other.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Was it just because it was fun and funny and you knew you could do it? Or was it something that you saw somebody else do before? Because I've literally seen you, like I've watched you as you're like a mime where you're making Winnie the Pooh and Optimus Prime have a conversation about saving the world. And it's hilarious and it works so well together. Where did that come from?
So it's kind of a mixture of the two, right? Because when you're learning to do impressions, like it's easy trying to like fit characters together in situations they've never been in before, right? But yet there's this thing I've seen voice actors do at conventions called Twisted Toons, when they would take scripts from movies and TV shows and they would do characters that they know how to do, reading different parts of dialogue. They would be assigned parts. Like my favorite is when they would do Return of the Jedi, and they had Darth Vader as Winnie the Pooh for part of it. And gosh, I'm trying to think of who else they had. Yeah, like Marisa Marsh, who's voice of the Brain, Rob Paulson, who was original Raphael from the cartoon series, Pinky, and so many other characters voicing different Star Wars characters. And Marisa Marsh, she was original Inspector Gadget, being as General Akbar. It's like, go, Gadget Memory Reactor Destroyer. It's like, hello, that's not normal. And of course, hearing Pooh as Darth Vader is the last thing people would hear him sound so evil. And it's like, continue your search and bring his companions to me. It's like, you have failed me for the last time, Admiral. You're in charge now. Make me happy. And bring some honey on the side, please, or else you'll never breathe again.
That's so good. That's so good. Oh my gosh.
So you're incredible at that.
Yeah.
You're literally a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I love this guy. Mario and Winnie the Pooh. I have a Winnie the Pooh keychain on my keys.
There it is.
This is my boy right here.
So you're saying those ideas came from voice actors at like conventions, just doing fun voices just because they can? Was there ever a time where somebody could get in trouble for doing that? Like Charles Martinet doing Mario, like little voice memos and stuff for other people?
See, he's done that for a long time, but I feel like throughout the years, Nintendo kind of gripped a little tighter when it came down to that. Because, sure, if he says the wrong thing as the character, it's like canon, right? Because the official voice is saying something that maybe Mario shouldn't say. So this is them trying to protect the character as a whole, as well as just like it kind of like sucks the life out of it a little bit personally when I look at that. Because when I got recorded with Charles Martinet doing the voice, I could not post that publicly because in a way it's protecting Charles from getting in trouble. At the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's Nintendo trying to be overly protective, like the Disney of the gaming industry. They're overly
really
protective when it comes to their IPs, when it comes to their characters. They want to protect their innocence. They want to make sure that they're the only ones getting money out of it, which I get. At the same time, it's just like there are other people out there. Jim Cummings, the voice of Winnie the Pooh, he'll say many things for people as Winnie the Pooh, and he's doing just fine. He's not getting in trouble for that. But when it comes to Mario, they're extra protective when it comes to that kind of thing.
And they always have been. I mean, like they've always been very protective of like music on YouTube videos, or I mean, like shutting down like maybe something that is using their like IP. Like you'll see like fan stuff all the time of other franchises and IPs. They just leave it up. But Nintendo has always been really like careful about like, okay, no, this is ours. And I think it's kind of been a bummer at some times. 'Cause it's like, all right, well, we're just trying to create and have some fun,
right?
But I also get it from a business standpoint, and I think they've been kind of loosening up in recent times, especially with like people on YouTube, creators on YouTube. They've been loosening up a bit,
right?
Recently.
Do you feel that grip on projects that you do?
The Nintendo
when somebody
Ninjas
asks you to do something, like the Nintendo Ninjas, are they coming for you, or are you like, no, it's fine to do this because it's a fun project for somebody else? For somebody else's podcast, hypothetically.
He's like, well, actually, I signed an NDA and I can't talk about it. Oh, he's laughing a little too hard.
No, I say we're fine. We're fine. But like when it comes to like Mario themed projects outside, like Mario is like the core of the project, I would say that's a no-go because Nintendo's picky. They have their people that like scope the internet for projects that have Mario involved. And like I've seen lots of like Mario fan game projects that are out there. And a lot of them seem to be doing just fine for now. Except there's some that are out there. Nintendo is kind of like cracked down a bit more. Like when it comes to Twitch streaming, they don't let people Twitch streaming their game so much anymore. They want people to buy the game for themselves instead of watching somebody else play it, which I can understand, but that it's free advertising, right? When people stream their game, they're advertising to other people saying, hey, if you like it so much, why don't you try it for yourself and see what it's like?
Yeah. And I remember I watched Matt Pat play Mario Odyssey before I had a Switch because I didn't have a Switch, and I was dying for some Odyssey content. And I watched Matt Pat stream
GT Live, bro.
Yeah,
that was fun. I remember those days.
Yeah.
Take me back.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's like they're not going to cap everybody because I've obviously Twitch streamed Nintendo games and never had a problem.
Yeah.
But obviously you get to a certain level where they go, hey, we have to step in. This game looks like too much like Pokemon.
Yeah,
much like associated with everything that we do.
Right. But I guess they're squeaking by because Power Words is coming to PlayStation 5. Yeah, so I guess they're getting by.
How's that happen?
I don't know.
I haven't
been following along with that.
It's so interesting because there is a level of, it sounds to me like there's a level that Nintendo's willing to step in on, and some of the smaller stuff, it's not worth their time.
Yeah, like this podcast.
If it gets big enough, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, but if it's keep it local. But if it gets big enough, then they're willing to step up and say something, and that's when they just come in full force with the hammer. And I don't think that that's necessarily a wrong thing to do,
right?
Because they're protecting their IPs and they're protecting their people and their sales and their jobs and everything that they have.
Right.
But it is interesting to see because I don't think we see as many big companies do that with their dedicated IPs that they've had for like 40 years. I mean, that's pretty rare.
But also, do other companies have characters as iconic as Mario? I mean, that's why he called it the Disney of video games. It's like Mickey Mouse and Mario are two of the most like recognizable animated characters probably ever.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'd Winnie the Pooh to that list as well.
And Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
You know, Winnie the Pooh is 100 years old this year, so.
Is he really? Wow. Oh man, I love Winnie the Pooh. I really do. Bear. They released that big Winnie the Pooh Lego set of like Pooh and a jar of honey.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for me trying to save it for a wedding, I would have bought that. It's so cute. You open up the jar and they actually got Minnie Pooh and like Piglet and like it's like his little house. They like
really.
It's adorable.
Give the bear your money.
That's so good. So good.
Okay, so just go through the list. You don't have to do all the voices, but just go through the list. What are the voices that you do? Just the ones that you could easily just run through. We know it's Mario.
Mm-hmm.
You can do Luigi, Winnie the Pooh, Darth Vader, or it's a Darth Vader Winnie the Pooh mix hybrid. That's for sure. Optimus Prime. I know you can do other Mario characters too. So just tell us, just like rapid fire from the hip. What can you do?
So my top 5, I'll give right off the bat: Mario, Sonic, Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh, Optimus Prime. Those are like a top 5 right there. I also love doing like Lilo and Stitch. I love doing Stitch specifically because like Ohana, yeah. Stitch says Ohana means family, yeah. And sometimes I just get stuck in that for a while because it's funny and it's funny, yeah. Because
cracking us up, dude. Yeah.
Like Bugs Bunny too, because it's such an iconic role to be Looney Tunes characters, right? And throughout the years, I just tried to experiment and learn like what other voices can I recreate. You know, when it comes to the voice acting industry too, it's like they're not always looking for recreations of stuff, but as well as to see what you can create with your own voice, right? Because people can mimic as much as they want, but what can you create with your own voice? So I love doing impressions.
Kind of like Robin Williams.
Exactly. Robin Williams. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's like the GOAT.
He was. Don't make me sad. But
I know.
Is he one of your inspirations? Is he somebody that you look to for like voices and the style that he does? Like, do you take anything from his performances, make it yours?
I would say so. Robin Williams was a big inspiration. Mel Blanc, the original voice of the Looney Tunes, he did all of them by himself for years until he passed away.
Wow.
And other voice actors, kind of like Jim Cummings, he voiced a lot of different characters aside from just Winnie the Pooh. Like he was Pete the Cat in the Goofy movie. He was Ray the Firefly. He was Darkwing Duck. The guy has an amazing roster of characters, like a Family Guy.
Or even Alex Hirsch, who did a lot of the voices for characters in Gravity Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of them.
Exactly. VeggieTales, even the creators of the show, both the creators, Phil Vischer and Mike Nawrocki, they played a majority of the cast by themselves. Like the voice of Bob was Mr. Nezer, Jimmy Gord, Pa Great, Mr. Lunt. He voiced so many characters by himself, which is phenomenal. And so, like, for one person to fill the majority of the cast is crazy to me. And so
it is absolutely crazy. What's funny about that is I heard that DreamWorks actually at one point reached out to Phil and Mike and were like, hey, you're able to do a cheek blowing animation with your characters.
Yeah.
Like to make their like cheeks puff up. How do you do that so that we can start doing that in our movies? Like that's how innovative those people are. So it's not just, oh, these guys can do a funny voice. It's no, these guys do animation. They push the boundaries.
Like
VeggieTales?
Yeah.
Wow.
They can do a whole roster of things. And it's almost like, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't know the voice industry, but it almost seems like if you want to make it, you kind of have to be innovative in a lot of different ways. And that's kind of a good segue to our other question is how do you find yourself pushing yourself to innovate yourself more? Obviously, you just got back from a voice acting class this morning. So are you spending that time? Are you working on the characters that you know? Are you trying to learn other characters? What does that process look like for you as a voice actor?
So for me as a voice actor, it's a mixture of both because I want to keep working on the voices I know how to do so I can continue to grow and make them sound as good as possible. But at the same time is like I'm looking for other projects that are out there that are outside of my comfort zone, things that are unfamiliar, see what different characters look like, because that's usually how it goes, right? You're showing the picture of a new character that's never had a voice before, and you're now creating a voice for said character. So you have to like look at the facial features. Are they a young character? Are they an older character? Are they angry? Are they pretty chill? Are they a sad character? Like, you're having all these different variables as to what makes a character who they are. And so for me, I'm trying to investigate any avenue that's available and seeing what I can come up with. Because like when did my first demo reel, the character demo reel, that was me reading a bunch of scripts for parts that either have already existed or don't exist. And I'm trying to create voices that will fit the narrative of what they're going for. Say if like I'm teaching how to play a certain game, like jog in place to make your avatar run. Just like that. Keep charging your cannon until it's ready to fire. Or if I'm like a movie announcer, like this summer, get ready for the movie of the century. Or if I'm doing an ad for like, if I'm like a football announcer, and there they go, all the players are set for a fired up game, and try to,
cool.
Like, I don't know. Like you said, innovation is a big part of being a voice actor. You have to be willing to think outside of the box to create something that has not been heard before. Sometimes looking for something that's familiar with the character, because there's so many like spin-off versions of well-known characters that they want someone who sounds familiar, but not exactly like the character. Because of course they don't want to get sued for like completely just recreating a character that already exists for like a spin-off of some kind, you know?
Almost like you have to be moldable.
Exactly.
Like your voice has to be moldable.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Is there a character that you're like, oh, I wish that I could do this better? Because every character I've seen you do, you're like 10 out of 10, you knock it out of the park every time. But for yourself, when you're sitting there in the studio and you're doing multiple takes, is this your studio, by the way? Is this where you do your voice recording for your projects?
A little bit. I'm with content creation now, like the Puss in Boots video I put out on my Instagram a while ago. It was me voicing the scene side by side with the scene playing. I just recorded it here in my room, but I have an office space here in the house that's a little more secluded and not around the family as much, that I can get louder with and not freak out my family. Who's like, why is he getting so loud in there? It's at the other end of the house, so I don't freak people out. And that's where I do most of my recording for projects at. But now I'm trying to show my face more, because in today's day and age with AI, people easily just think, oh, he just used an AI recording and over this video. But now they see me do it in real time. They actually see me put the effort into doing it, because that's the unfortunate part with today's day and age with AI, right? People are posting AI stuff so much. It's just like, what is real? What is fake? What is actually authentic? What is just duplicated?
Yeah.
And so,
and you're putting your heart and soul into this like profession and this like hobby, and it's just like, man, it's really a bummer that like that people could be like, oh well, forget a voice actor, let's just throw an AI thing. It's like, no, like people are like spending time to like really fine tune their voice and like make something that sounds cool. I mean, the guy who shout out Jim McCarthy, the guy that the podcast studio that makes us able to do this show. He's done voiceover work all of his life. He he started up in radio, and like that's been his whole career. And it's like, dude, if AI happened sooner, like he wouldn't have had his career. It's really a bummer. So
yeah, have you seen the AI uprise affect your work, your industry in ways that have really impacted you in a negative or in a positive way?
I'd say for me, it hasn't affected me very much yet, but definitely seeing what's out there right now. Like I've seen many videos that have AI copies of voice actors, a lot of like Mario fan projects as well. They'll like clone Charles Martinet's Mario voice and have him say things because they don't want to bring on a voice actor, or they just want a cheap, efficient way that's just like, oh, I can just type this stuff in and it'll automatically just say what I want it to say. And I would say for me, I'm not crazy affected yet, because there's a lot of people out there that don't want to use AI in the first place. Like they want to create authentic projects with authentic people. And so I'd say on my end, I'm not affected too badly yet. I hope it doesn't get worse over time, but we will definitely see. Because the websites I'm looking at, one of them is called Casting Call Club. That is like a free website that people can find indie projects, fan projects of all kinds on there. Like I've seen casting calls for games on there that eventually actually make it onto the Switch because it gains that much traction. And so it's places like that I'm looking for opportunities to see who actually wants real people working in their stuff. Because even Nintendo is not using AI in their games. Like they made that clear. They're not going to use AI.
They made that very clear
to create their games. And
we actually talked about that. I think in our first episode, we were like, Nintendo kind of keeps coming out and saying that they're anti-AI, and it's thank God.
Thank God for that. Like they're doing stuff that other companies aren't doing right now, because like they're maintaining physical media for one thing. They're keeping that on.
Thank God.
Thank God.
It's a win.
Salute you, Nintendo. Moving over to Nintendo, I'd love to ask, like we talked a lot about voiceover stuff. Like, you work for the big Nintendo. You work for them. How has that been? Like, tell us a little bit more about like your experience. Like, we'd love to hear about it. Like,
yeah.
Please share.
No, like, so my job is I'm a supply chain agent, right? So a lot of what I do is packaging and distribution, because that is the warehouse I work at, is their packaging and distribution center. So a lot of what I do involves order planning and shipping stuff out. Because I was there when the Switch 2 was being launched. Like, I was seeing a lot of the stuff firsthand before it even got to consumers' hands. Would be like the console itself, the box art for the Switch 2 box, the box art for Mario Kart World and other Switch 2 games before they even released to the public. And it was so hard.
Do you think did you see like the cover before we even like saw like the gameplay, you think?
So I didn't see any gameplay, of course, because that's more in the testing phase.
Well, before we saw gameplay was what I'm saying. Like, you saw the cover before we, like, the, customers ever saw anything.
Like the box art.
What does the cover for Ocarina of Time remake look like? we won't include this part in the podcast. You can tell us. Wait, do you actually know?
I don't actually know.
Oh, man,
you got so excited.
Bro,
no, he knows. He's just saying he doesn't.
It's so freshly announced that we still haven't seen gameplay of the game yet. So I'm pretty sure it's still in early stages of development to actually get to the game card production stage. And so I have yet to see anything of the Ocarina of Time remake. So
wow.
I'm gonna need you to go into work with the meta glasses, and just when you do see the case, just do a little tap and, hey, meta, send this to Christian.
Hey, please don't do that. We want you to keep your job. Nintendo, if it does leak, it wasn't him.
It wasn't me. I swear, it wasn't me.
We'll cut this part out.
He made me do it.
So, how long have you been working for Nintendo?
So
how many years?
So I actually just celebrated my 3-year anniversary with the company a couple weeks ago.
Woo!
So that was a fun feat to reach, and I actually just got promoted to a level 2 supply chain agent about a week ago as well. And that's been like a 2-year process of trying to get the opportunity to learn facilitation, which is what I've been doing for the past year. Because we put things together there, right? We put things together, take things apart. We have conveyor belts full of people that will work on projects. Like, we'll put together collector's editions of things. We'll take apart products that just aren't selling very well. Like, there was a time, you ever heard of Mario Kart Live?
Of course. Yeah.
So RC cars are controlled by the Switch. So they were made during 2020, right? When COVID was at its peak. And they knew people were going to be stuck at home. Like, let's give them something to play with their Switch. And those things were $100 a pop. They were expensive. And the Switches were $600 at that point, because they're trying to capitalize on the fact, like, oh, people are going to want these. Let's charge them a little extra for it. Scrubs. But the cars, I love the company, but there are scrubs for that. Because the cars, I feel like the downfall of those was that they're so limited as far as how you could use them. Only 2 characters between Mario and Luigi. You could only play with them on your Switch. You couldn't use anything else to drive them. And so you'd have to spend $700 for the Switch, the car. The app to use them was free, but it felt so limited as far as to how you could utilize the cars. So they didn't sell well. So we had to take the cars apart, unscrew them, take the wheels off, take the cardboard gates apart, and save the batteries, but send the shells to get recycled and destroyed. It was such an interesting process knowing why we're doing it, because Nintendo doesn't leave loose ends. They're not going to just give them away or anything like that. They want to keep their money's worth of the product. So at least save the batteries, because those could be reused. But the product itself, they didn't want to risk anyone making something else out of their products. So they completely destroy the shells of those cars. They're still out there to buy. Like, there's still some out in stores these days, but they're no longer producing them. So at least as far as I know, because I have a couple here that I got from a garage sale that they did a while back. And I got those for like $25 a pop. So thank God for that.
Bro, in 10, 20 years, those things will be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just you wait and see.
Mario Kart Live.
I
with the
can't
camera
sell
on the
nothing.
back.
I can't sell Nintendo stuff while I work for them, because if I get something that's a gift from the company and they see me trying to sell it off, it's like, you trying to make a profit off of what we gave you? Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, don't sell it.
Nah.
Yeah.
So what's some of the things that they've given you for working there? Like, what's one of your maybe
The bag,
favorite?
the Nintendo Switch 2 bag. I'm
Yes.
still jealous of that. He showed up one day
you
just
sent
wearing
this to
that
me.
bag.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
I got this bag for helping with the Switch 2 launch. And the thing about this is that
and that's where I met you.
Yeah. You met me at PAX.
At
at PAX.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the convention.
Yes.
Yeah. So this was for the launch when you were there.
So
crazy early
these
in the
were
morning,
only
crazy late at
available
night.
if you're at the Switch 2 events that they held around the country at different points of the year. They had events in Texas, in California. I'm trying to remember like other places that they had it at. I wanted to volunteer for those, but our warehouse was told that none of us can go because we were too busy to ship out switches, that they didn't want to lose any of their people to get it done. And so I was bummed about that because I wanted to travel, but at the same time, I definitely understood why they weren't letting any of our warehouse go. So they had more folks from Redmond do that. And I was given this for helping with the Switch 2 launch because we were so jam-packed with work with getting Switches out on time for the launch day that we worked. It was a 17-hour workday they pulled off on a Saturday. And it was only in the shipping department, loading trailers, getting orders out as soon as possible. I was there for 13 hours of the day because I had church the next day, so I couldn't stay all day. Like, there's some folks who didn't leave till like 1 a.m. that day.
Look at this guy.
Because the
dedicated.
goal was to work till the job was done. I couldn't pull that off. At least pulled off 13 hours of the day. And for helping out with that.
To Nintendo's credit, they did a really good job. I mean, I think we all remember what happened when the PS5 and the Xbox Series X launched. You couldn't get your hands on it for like a year or two afterwards. Yeah. And I think the reason that the Switch 2 is selling as incredibly well as it is because they met demand. They delayed it. They had you guys working your butts off. I mean, they internally delayed it. And they just created enough units to where everyone who wanted a Switch 2, everyone who pre-ordered, even if you didn't pre-order and you just went there night of, you got it because people like you were working their butts off. But, and they took care of you. They gave you a backpack. So
I'm more grateful for that backpack. Like I've used that thing so many times for stuff. Like that's like
I'd use that every day.
Yeah. Like that's like my Switch 2 carrying backpack. Like if I'm taking my Switch 2 like a party or something, I'll put my carry case in there, the Switch 2 itself in the case, extra controllers. Like this is like my Switch 2 travel bag to I carry my whole console and stuff with. And so like I'm beyond grateful I got to help with the Switch 2 launch. Like I didn't expect to work there during the launch of a console. Like that was crazy to me. Like I've been there for a few game launches for sure. Like the very first game that I packaged for its launch was actually Wonder. That was the first new Mario title I got to work with during its launch cycle. Was packaging it and getting shipped out to people on time for its launch date. And seeing how many new games I'd be able to see during that time period from Mario Bros. Wonder to Switch 2 titles, like it has been such a thrill getting to help work on these projects because I've been a Nintendo fan for years. My first Nintendo game was Donkey Kong 64, which love this guy.
Show us the Donkey Kong.
We gotta see it. We gotta see it.
Show us the whole thing. Bring him in.
Oh my gosh.
DK, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Donkey Kong. Seth Rogen. How are you today?
Yeah, he just
yeah, I did that. Yeah. So funny. Quick detour. Has any of you ever seen The Fabelmans?
No.
I have not.
Okay, it's a very serious movie. It's like a Spielberg movie. It's like a semi-biography.
Is Seth Rogen in it?
Seth Rogen's in it. It's a very serious movie, but he'll do the laugh in the background, and it like pulls me out every single time.
It's Seth Rogen. It's like when we saw Supergirl, and we're like, Seth Rogen's in this, of course.
Yeah,
of course he's in it.
But there
Why wouldn't he be?
Except for that was one of the only good parts about Supergirl.
Yeah. Agreed. How much Nintendo merch, memorabilia, toys, games, everything would you say if you had to total it up? Is it in the hundreds? Is it in the thousands?
See, if I'm getting into the hundreds and I don't work for them, like you're probably getting like
Nervously laughs. He just swings his camera around and it's literally just like wall to wall.
I kid you not, the wall behind the camera has so much Nintendo merch that I've picked up since I worked for the company. And do I feel I don't feel embarrassed by it, but at the same time, like comes like my wallet. I'm sure it probably shed a few tears over the last few years. But now it's like, sure, I get discounts on stuff working for the company, but the bill can still add up, right?
Yeah.
Like for this sucker, for Donkey Kong, this plush is like $500 on the market.
Wow.
Like you can get the Deku Tree for $300. Lego.
Yeah.
Like given the quality of it.
Is that the most expensive Nintendo item that you would say you own?
I would say so, actually. Compared to everything else, like I have statues in here. I picked like first 4 figure statues I picked up while working for Nintendo. But even this is expensive as a console, my guy. I pretty much the price of a console for this thing. I only got like $100 off of him. So I spent $400 for this thing. And I had to enter a drawing to win a chance to buy him because he was that hot on the market. Because this was a Japan exclusive thing for a while.
Wow.
It was not available in the States. And usually what I've seen the pattern is that we'll see product that goes to the New York stores and the San Francisco store before it actually becomes available for us. So the fact I saw this coming through our warehouse, like, oh, he's here. That must mean we have a chance to get him soon, which I was excited but also nervous. Like, how much is he going to be? I don't know. There's
this one Mario plush that I think it's only a Japan exclusive. But if I ever get the chance to get him, it's going to be an instant buy for me. It's not too big. It's about this tall, and it comes in a pipe and it has the removable hat. I am like, I think I'm on eBay for like 130.
Noel's got that. He's probably got that.
Do you have that?
I have both Mario and Luigi of that one.
That's going to be an instant purchase if I ever see it. I can get it on eBay, but it's like
if you want,
don't tell Jonah your address. He will come in the night.
Well, if you guys come and visit
again.
If you guys come back and visit sometime, we'll go to Redmond together and you can see for yourself. It is still in our Redmond store now. It's sitting there.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, we got to go to Seattle.
There you go.
I need this plush.
That was one of the most fun times I think that we've had. And we've had some fun times together, but going to the Nintendo headquarters in Redmond, you and I, and being able to tour the store, the museum that they have there, just to see the place where people work. I get that. You know, some of the magic is lost when you're there day in, day out. It's your job. You have to show up. But for somebody who's never been there before and walks in, it's like Disneyland.
It really is.
Walking in and going, oh my gosh, this is where it happens.
Yeah.
And
that's so cool.
Everything here is just, it's new, it's fresh, it's exciting, it's amazing. This is my childhood laid out in front of me.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fact that you can only go there with a Nintendo employee to be able to get the tour. Even the badges, I told you about the badges and stuff that they have there. It's all just so very exclusive. And so being able to have that experience was really special for me.
Yeah.
And man, I remember walking out of the store with, I'm like, I got to buy a Zelda poster. I got to buy this. I think I bought some like Zelda mints or candies or something.
You did.
I was just like, we're here, so we might as well.
I mean, I remember when I went to PAX West, that was the first time that I ever got to really experience Nintendo. Like that isn't just like, you know, direct to buying a thing off a store, because it was like they had that massive booth and they had that massive sign over there, you know, the games you could play. Yeah. And I'm like talking to Nintendo employees. I'm like, this is so
it's very
cool.
Nintendo.
Yeah, it was really cool. And so we'd love to come back out and visit and
please do
see it all, because I haven't been able to go to that store.
All right, we only have a couple minutes left, so I want to rapid fire a couple questions before we go to our last segment. So, thoughts on the new Nintendo president? Tell us what I remember. You and I, when we were there at Nintendo, we did chat with somebody who, I mean, she shared her own opinion on the president and the reputation that she has. The one who's going to be replacing Doug. What are your overall thoughts for people who just don't know, who were just chilling one day and then all of a sudden they got the news that Doug's stepping down and some random person they've never seen before is now stepping up?
Devin, right?
It's Devin. That's right.
Devin Pritchard. Yeah.
Pritchard. Yeah.
Nice.
Pritchard. What are your thoughts? What do you think people should know? Is this the right step for Nintendo? Is there anything that you feel like questions people are asking that you might have the answer to?
Honestly, I say right off the bat, I think she's a really nice gal. I've talked to her a couple times, not often. Like if ever I get a chance to actually like speak with her, it's been brief because Lord knows how busy she gets. Sometimes we'll do like in-person lunches with higher ups at Nintendo to give us a chance like to sit at a table and get lunch with them and just chat with them a little bit. But from my experience, cool. I think she is a nice person. I think she fits the role pretty well. Like she's worked with the company for a long time, like under Doug and just like within the industry. So she's been around for a while. People just didn't know it yet. I would say I don't know her well enough to know if she's like doing the job well. I think she's doing fine. But for anything else, any of the questions people might have, I don't think I can authentically give a solid answer on that yet. Because my business is just with packaging games and stuff. Any other business practices that she's putting in, I haven't been that involved in that side of it. And so, at least for me, I think she's doing great. She's great to chat with. She's fun to hang out with for a little bit. And my first interaction with her was at a Christmas party that we held last year. And I was wearing our every year we get like a new Christmas piece of attire to wear, right? It was a cardigan, like a brown and like dark brown cardigan with characters on it. And I was wearing it. She's like, "That is a nice cardigan. Didn't know we had that yet." It's like, "Sure, it's fun. Christmas Mario." And it's like Christmas that was really cool. I didn't know you could do that. It's like now you do.
Okay, so you would say, just from your experience and your opinion, that she has a positive reputation within Nintendo.
Yes.
And you have no reason to be concerned.
Yeah.
For how things are changing and moving forward. And I mean, it is a natural progression for, a CEO to step down and somebody within the company to come on in and
for a new console like kind of cycle that makes sense.
For a new console cycle, absolutely.
I just kind of hope she makes herself more known than Doug. I feel like we were so used to Reggie just kind of like popping in and out of directs or showing presentations, just kind of like being a fun face. And I feel like we really only saw Doug a couple times. I would love if Devin could kind of, I mean, I know no one's ever going to fill that Reggie space.
Right.
But if she were to just like pop up more in directs or just, I don't know, I would love to honestly hear more from her. I would love for her to be kind of a face.
I agree.
More.
Yeah.
Like even Doug, like he was fun to talk to when I got the chance to. Like he was a very chill guy because I remember
he gave us that vibe.
He really did. He would, every outfit he would wear, it was just a vibe. Because you usually wear a suit and stuff, right? But at a Christmas party, like we're just like jamming out, like with the DJ and stuff. He just comes down with a full like Mario themed suit coming down the stairs. Like, okay,
I've seen him wear that. Yeah, I've seen him online.
Okay.
Yeah,
Doug is cool that way. He's a chill guy.
Yeah. His last name was Bowser. I mean,
I know.
It's perfect. It was perfect. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What is your? I mean, I don't want to take up too much time, but like top 3 Nintendo games.
Top 3 off the bat would
be...
No,
it doesn't have to be in order.
Okay. Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube. That was my first Mario game ever. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, also for the GameCube. That one was one of my personal favorites.
Wow. I remember that as a niche pull right there.
My friend had that. I remember playing that.
And I would say, let's toss like a modern title, like a Switch 2 title. Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Dude, it's so good.
It is fantastic.
I'm never going to shut up about Bonanza. It's incredible. They killed it.
It really is. Like, I love the fact that the Odyssey team was behind it because given the fact that Pauline is young in this game, it's like, oh, we're getting like some lore stuff going on right now. She's the mayor of New Donk City, and yet we're seeing the city before she actually like becomes the mayor. It's like, okay, like are we going to get more like in between stuff now? Like the next 3D Mario game?
I feel like they just they took the Odyssey format and they just refined it to like just like perfection. I feel like when I played Mario Odyssey, there were some bits that I didn't love. I think I kind of missed a little bit of the linear, but that's just me. But I feel like with Donkey Kong Bonanza, it was just like it was just that style, just like perfected.
Yeah.
And each layer felt so unique. Each layer was so big,
right,
that every time I got to a new layer, I was like, this game has to be ending soon. And then there would just be another massive layer with just so much more to do. And then like the different sub layers, I'm like, dude, how much game is in this game? I mean, like it's truly incredible.
They had that way to draw you in.
I feel like I took a little bit of a like, I don't want to say break from Nintendo, but I I got my PS5. You know, the Switch one was on the way out, so I wasn't really like.
You dare say that name before me?
It wasn't as big as I maybe had been in the past, and I feel like buying the Switch 2 and playing Bonanza was like Nintendo's back. I'm back. Like I have to 100% this. I had to experience it. It was so great. And Sunshine, I actually just played for the first time recently. That was the only 3D Mario game that I'd never played. I played 64. I played 64 DS. Obviously, Galaxy, 3D World, 3D Land, all those. It was the only mainline I'd never played. I just hadn't had a chance to. And so I had 3D All Stars. I threw it in and I was like, I'm going to sit through and play it. And I loved it. It was so fun. And it was so difficult. Like, oh my gosh, those levels with the Takeaway Flood are brutal.
I hated
but
those
it felt like a really
so
nice.
Much.
But for me, who've been playing Mario for years and honestly, like, never really gets a challenge outside of like maybe the final level, it was really nice to like actually like challenge my Mario platforming skills. So,
right.
Yeah.
Do they allow you to have other consoles, or if they find out you have a PlayStation, they'll throw you in the basement?
They, like,
with
kill
Chris
you?
Pratt?
So
Or
dumb.
how does that work?
That would be
Do
so
you
dumb.
own anything else?
Myself,
or is it just Nintendo?
I had an Xbox for a while. I barely used it, so I just sold it off.
That's not. That shouldn't be allowed.
Shut up. But
You had an Xbox. You have a PC, right?
I have a PC for sure. I play games on Steam and stuff like every other day.
Yeah.
But they don't care what consoles that you own. Like they're not gonna like dig into your personal business like that. It's like, what console do you own? Are you playing games outside from Nintendo? It's like they're not like that. Thank God. That's just invasion of privacy right there. But now it's
but
like,
your preference is Nintendo games and consoles.
Yeah, I'm trying to like branch out a bit more from that because I was a big Sonic gamer throughout the years as well. Like I got the Crash Bandicoot trilogy and Spyro trilogy also on my Switch to see what I missed out on those.
Oh, nice.
Like I'm trying to play like other games, like more indie projects like Pizza Tower. That game is crazy fun. It's annoying at some moments, but it's still fun. Like Cuphead, I love that game. Super rage inducing.
I gotta play that. This is an indie, but did you play Astrobot?
I didn't because I never owned a PlayStation because it's a PlayStation exclusive, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you don't have a PlayStation, you can't play it. But it feels like a 3D Mario. It's really good.
That's what a lot of people say.
One final question, then we can do trivia.
Yeah.
Do you have your favorite Mario companion? Go.
Companion?
Yeah, you like Flood, Luma, Happy.
Gosh.
Or anyone from like Paper Mario.
Oh, Paper Mario is a real one there. Thousand Year Door is my favorite Paper Mario game. So I'd have to say, like, companion-wise,
so good.
Captain Bobbery.
So yeah?
The Bomb Mob Captain.
Yeah, he's fun.
Loved him so much. He was
he's
like
great.
Ever since I unlocked him in the game, he was like my main partner throughout the game. Like I didn't barely use anyone else. I just kept blowing everybody up with Captain Bobbery. It's like,
he's great. He was
just
like 5 damage, which is basic attack, bro. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite was the I can't remember what it's the Yoshi that you get.
Yeah, so you get to name
him. Yeah, you get to name him. I named mine Little Bud. Because he has that crazy ground pound and then the gulp attack does so much damage. He was my favorite.
I use that a lot with him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're running out of time, so I'm gonna do this quick segment. I'm actually gonna do some Nintendo trivia questions for the two of you. Okay. So it's gonna be Jonah versus Noel.
All right.
And we're gonna do this in a way. I know that there might be like a very slight delay. So what we'll do is we'll go back and forth. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and if you can answer it, then you get a point. If you can't and your opponent answers it, they get 2 points. Okay? We've just got a couple questions. This is some lesser known Nintendo trivia.
Nintendo trivia. That's a new. Say it right, bro.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and start with Noel. Okay. All right. So you can't look at these. All right. Don't even try.
I'm not even trying.
He's trying.
Bro.
All right. Noel, what Nintendo console almost had a disc drive but didn't?
Almost had a disc drive. Oh. I feel like I know this one.
You got 10 seconds, then I'm passing it off to Jonah.
Was it the Super Nintendo?
It was not the Super Nintendo. Jonah, do you have a guess?
No, but I'm going to go with something really weird like the 3DS.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, 0 points. It was the Nintendo 64, actually.
That was my
almost
first
said that,
thought. That was my first thought.
Same. We psyched ourselves out of it.
All right, that's 0 points on the board. We're still tied. All right, Jonah, this one's going to you.
Okay.
What console had a hidden startup melody by pressing certain buttons on startup?
Oh.
That's GameCube.
Yep, you got it right. That's GameCube. All right, one for Jonah. All right, Noel, what was Super Mario Bros. 2 almost named?
Oh, wasn't it The Lost Levels? Or something else?
No, that was another game that came out.
Game.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But this game, it came from a game that was named similarly. But I'm gonna give this one to Jonah.
And I know my brain's working overtime. I don't got it. I know that it wasn't supposed to be called that, but I don't got it in me. I don't got it.
Nothing. No guess.
No.
All right, it was called Doki Doki Panic.
Oh,
What it came from originally.
okay.
And I know that you knew that one, bro. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna throw this one. Next we have. Sorry, Jonah. This one has to go to Noel because didn't he start this one, or did I forget? Did you do the last one?
Yeah, I went to him, so it goes to me now.
Oh, that's right. Okay. What you should know this. What's the best-selling Metroid game?
It's
Dread. It's Dread.
Yeah, it is Dread. It is Dread. So that is a point.
I
for
wouldn't have
Jonah.
known that. Metroid is not my strong suit.
Oh yeah, Dread went crazy.
Well, this one should be your strong suit, Noel. What's the best-selling Nintendo game of all time?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you know this, dude. You know this.
10. Three.
Was it Mario Kart?
1. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'll take that.
I thought so,
Yeah,
bro.
That's right.
I remember
He's right.
packaging
He's
so
right.
much of that at the warehouse. It's crazy.
Yeah, Mario 8 Deluxe.
That's how I knew. I was like,
insane.
he would know.
They're never gonna reach that again.
All right, Jonah, this one's a lot harder. What's the worst selling Nintendo game? I will take the console that it's on.
Virtual Boy?
No, surprisingly.
Okay, hold on.
These answers are what ChatGPT say. So,
is it like something on the Wii U?
you already had your guess.
Oh,
bro.
I already
It's not
get
Virtual
one?
Boy.
Oh,
You
I
only
only
get
get
one.
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
shoot.
Noel.
Okay.
What is the worst selling Nintendo game according to ChatGPT?
I have two different thoughts.
What console do you think it's on?
Part of me wants to go GameCube, but I feel like
GameCube. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Was that not your guess?
but I'll
We'll give him one more.
I'll give you one more.
Give him one more.
Was it
Give
the
one
Wii
more
U?
guess. It was not the Wii U. It was Chibi Robo Ziplash for the 3DS.
Oh wow.
It's said to be the
I never
lowest
would've-
amount of sales that Nintendo's
Wow.
had for a game.
Well, because they tried to rebrand it and change like the Chibi Robo like format, and I guess it did not go over well with the
Yeah.
mainstay fans.
Yeah.
I never
Gotcha.
played it.
pretty much. All right, Noel, this is for the win.
Okay.
Actually, this is for the tie. So we'll see if you can tie it up. How many people have voiced Mario over the years? The number of people who have voiced Mario.
So including TV shows as well as the games?
Everything.
Okay.
Yep. You got 10 seconds.
Is it 6?
It's not 6.
Oh.
Jonah?
Yeah, I'm counting. I'm gonna say 5.
The answer is 7.
Oh wow.
Peter Cullen, Lou Albano, Walker Boone, Mark Graw, Charles Martinet, Kevin Afghani, and Chris Pratt.
Okay, wait. So we got Chris
Okay.
Pratt for the movie. We got the Superstars TV show. We got Charles. We got the new guy for Wonder and Beyond.
Oh, I forgot one of them.
What are the
Mario Teaches
other
Typing.
ones?
The first Mario Teaches Typing was different, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, was
Because
it?
Mario Teaches
I have
Typing
no
2
idea.
was when
Completely
Charles
forgot
voiced
about
Mario, but yet biscuits. I know.
Wow.
I know this because Mario Bros. Super Show, there was like Super Mario 3, like Super Mario World that had a different voice actor from Kevin Lou Albano. Like I said, Charles Martinet, Kevin Afghani, Chris Pratt, Peter Cullen, and one of them I know I hadn't heard the name of, but I feel like Mario Teaches Typing was the one that had a different Mario voice in it. Unless there's something else I'm just
I feel like
forgetting.
we should give him that point and tie it up.
Yeah, I
don't
know, because I
feel
didn't
like he
even know
knows
that. Do you have another one just in case it's tied? Okay.
Actually, I know this one off the top of my head. What did Nintendo
Wait,
originally...
who's it going to? Who's it going to?
You did the last one, so it's going to go to Jonah. Okay. So if he gets it right, he wins. But if not, then that's your chance. What was the first thing Nintendo originally made that was not video games?
It was arcade machines.
Sorry. Before arcade machines, before all that, before digital gaming, what was the thing
I definitely
that they
know.
were well known for making?
Yeah, I feel like he knows this. Shoot, I don't know if I know this. Was it computers?
Nope. This is before computers. This is before everything.
Was it typewriters?
It wasn't typewriters.
No, dang it. Dang it, no.
I'm going to pass this one off to Noel for the win. Noel, what did they make?
Hanafuda cards.
Hanafuda cards.
What even are those?
A Japanese card
cards.
game.
It's like playing cards.
Really? Oh, I think I knew that. Wow.
And I've seen them. And on the My Nintendo Club, they actually had a reward at one point where they would ship you out Nintendo themed, like Mario Nintendo IP themed Hanafuda cards.
They have those at the Redmond store too. I have a pack myself.
Dude, we got to go to this freaking store, man. I need my Mario plush so bad.
It's pretty cool, man.
Oh my
gosh. Pretty awesome. Amazing. Well, Noel, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show with us. Obviously, you are a well-known, well-versed Nintendo fan, voice actor. Yep. You're incredibly talented, and I can just speak to your character as a friend, as a person. You're a great guy. You're very dedicated. You give 100% to everything that you do, and I don't think there's ever been a time hanging out with you where I left not feeling just more energized, feeling better about myself, feeling like you give people a lot. And so I'm just very thankful for you as a friend in my life. And thank you so much for taking the time to sit down for the podcast. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, it was so fun. Everyone, please go hire this man for any voiceover stuff. Don't let AI do your job. This guy's incredible. Shout out to you for our super cool intro that we're going to be using for a long time. A couple of the shout outs. Like I said, it's your show.co for the podcast studio, Jim McCarthy. And then the song intro, go check the description for our song that we used for the name and the artist.
Noel, where can people find you at?
So first off, I definitely love I was able to be here with you guys today. It's been a true honor and a pleasure. You can find my stuff at artsynoli.com. That is ARTSYNOELY.com. There you'll find my socials as well as a little bit about myself, demo reels, so you can see and hear what I do. And so again, it's artsynoli.com where you'll find all my socials, including YouTube, Instagram, even TikTok. So
cool. And I'll put that in the description for everyone.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, friend. Wishing you the absolute best. And who knows, maybe we'll have you on the podcast again sometime.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anytime you want me.
Can you give us a bye-bye from the Mario DS when you closed it? The
bye-bye.
Great.
Superstars. Way to go.
You're so good.
That's fantastic.
So good. Like, wow, do you remember closing the DS and the bye-bye?
He does the Wario one too, and Waluigi.
Does the new guy do all of them?
Yes.
Like, does he do Waluigi? He does all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess did he record it for tennis?
He did.
I think.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So I guess that was the next. We need a new 3D Mario so bad.
I'm sure it's coming soon.
I was gonna bring it up, and I was like, I was gonna bring it up, and I think I probably just shouldn't.
All right, brother. Well, I know that you have other stuff to get to, so we're gonna go ahead and let you go. But thank you again, man. We'll be sure to send you the podcast when it comes out.
Yeah.
And just have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks, bud.
You guys. Love you both. So cool. God bless.
Love you, dude. Yeah. All right, take it easy. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go.